a foretaste of glory. I'm an heir of salvation. I've been purchased by God. I was in Kenny Shoes in Westview Mall singing the hymn. I've been born of the Spirit, washed in the blood. This is my story. I was singing it. I was literally worshiping God as I was getting the shoe for the customer. And I was thanking God because my brother Sam, his father-in-law to be had just died a couple of days before the wedding. And yet they had the wedding, and then they had the funeral, and people got delivered, and then they buried him. And I was thanking God, my brother Sam, the one right under me, in between me and David. I was just thanking God Sam is doing okay. And I was just blessing God. I didn't know I was getting ready to step into the fiery furnace. I didn't know, but I'll tell you what's good to know. It's good to know that your praises sets the atmosphere for what you're going to have to deal with. So I went into the furnace saying, this is my story. I didn't know I was prophesying. I didn't know I was testifying. But the Lord put it in my spirit so I could put it in the atmosphere that I'm going in the furnace, but I'm coming out still standing. Somebody say hallelujah. And so when the sheetrock fell, don't tell me God could not have blocked it. God could have taken the weight out of it so that it literally could have fell on me like paper. Amen. He's God, y'all. Yes. But the Lord let them use the thickest kind of sheetrock, the fire coated, the 3/4 kind, because they were redoing the ceiling. The Lord said, Satan wants to destroy you. I'm going to build you. And I'm going to build you in a fiery furnace. The fire is supposed to consume you. I'm going to let it refine you. But you're going to come out as pure gold. So the sheetrock fell on me, y'all. And when I got to the hospital that night, and the nurse in the emergency room, immediately, she was a woman of faith, and she began to say, oh my God, she said, I'm going to pray right now that your leg is not broken. I just believe God. And she just was going on and on and on. And in my spirit, I felt like my leg was broken. Now, you would have thought would have been the one saying, Lord, please let it not be broken. But the Lord was conditioning me for what I was about to go through. And so when she came back after the x-ray, she was devastated. She began to weep. So, oh my God, I don't know why this always happens. Every time I trust God and call His name, it doesn't happen. And the Lord said, this is your assignment. That's right. And I use a broken leg to get her to you. Now you tell her the broken leg has nothing to do with a God because He's not broken. And that God has a plan that He's going to use your inconvenience. I want to tell you that your trial is God borrowing your inconvenience for a divine purpose. Somebody say hallelujah. But if you trust Him, He's going to promote you in the process. So I began, there I was in that emergency room, and the x-ray with a broken leg, pain all in my body, and I'm ministering to the nurse. And ministering to her, telling her, you've got to trust God, that God has a way of taking what is undesirable and turning it around and bringing it glory to Himself and building you up. And as I finished ministering and praying for her, and I just fast track it, that was 7 years of my life. That was 9 major surgeries. That was paralysis. That was blood pressure, 270 over 230. That was addiction to 100 pills a day. That was constantly going in and out of rehab, going in and out of physical therapy, having to have walkers and apparatus and nurses around my bed 24 hours a day. I couldn't be left alone. That was going into all kind of seizures like shock and tremors that I couldn't control in my body. And God was trying to show me that no matter what happens to your body, it can't shake your testimony. It can't shake your faith. It can't shake the power of God that's in you. And you'll never know what you can withstand until the winds start blowing and the storms start falling and the rain comes. And when it's over, you're still standing. Somebody say hallelujah. Jesus. So I said, I don't need no more saints who can't go through nothing. I don't need no more saints who can't tolerate inconvenience. I don't need no more saints who can't go through being talked about and being ostracized. I need somebody that can say, Lord, if you give me the grace, I'll walk through it.
You, Jesus.
So He's going to deliver us out of your hands. When this thing is over, king, you won't be in control. So the king had him thrown in the furnace. And let me tell you something. The Lord will show us how fierce the enemy is. But in contrast, he will show us how powerful he is. The Lord will show us a whole lot of folk didn't survive this. But look at your neighbor and say, I'm the one.
I'm the one.
God needs somebody that can praise him, not just outside the furnace, but God needs somebody that knows how to praise him when the heat is real hot, when the flames are all over. Can you praise God when we're not in a four-square sanctuary with all the air conditioning and the music and all the convenience? We can bless him in here, and we should. But the question is, when we come out of this setting, can we praise God when your supervisor is being rude to you? When your landlord is not keeping his promise? When your family members mistreating you? Can you still praise God?
Ooh, Jesus. Glory.
I found out that when we get in the furnace, the way you counter the heat of the flame is that you've got to make your praise hotter than the fire.
Ooh, Jesus.
You didn't even get it. You didn't get it. I found out that there is a strategy of fighting fire with fire. That on the West Coast, when they were trying to deal with those fires, they set fires to burn down potential trees that could catch fire and spread it. God wants to know how many of us will set a fire while we're in a fire, and set a fire that will defy the fire of the furnace. Somebody say hallelujah. You know the story. They went in shackled. They went in there, fell down.
Yes, sir.
And someone said, no, you should never fall. No, the Bible says the righteous man, he gets up 7 times. So you can fall, just don't stay down there.
Right.
So they got up. And then old Nebby, he was just troubled by these guys that weren't intimidated. He peeked in there and said, didn't we throw in 3? And I imagine he said, I'm good at math now, but I see 4 in there.
Ooh, Jesus.
And the 4th one looks like a divine being. And so the Lord used the furnace to reveal himself to the king. Can I tell you a secret? That the storm you're going through has nothing to do with destroying you. It has everything to do with revealing who God is in your life. God just needs somebody that knows how to praise him until God shows up. Until God is revealed. Knows how to praise him until God is manifested. There's enough praise on your road to manifest God. Why don't you all get in agreement and start giving God the glory? Start giving God the praise. He'll show up.